Hey there, everyone. We'll get started here momentarily. I'm just going to make sure everything's good when it comes to the sound on the video. Hey there, everyone. We'll get started here momentarily. All right. I'm just going to make sure. So I can hear myself. We are good to go. We're going to jump into the extended forecast, which takes us into Thanksgiving. And if any of you have any travel plans across the state or across the nation, we'll talk about how some Arctic air, some Canadian air could make things a little bit more frustrating at times, I guess you could call it, when it comes to the travel. For right now, what we're dealing with travel-wise is some lower visibility across our western and northern communities, all the way down to half a mile of visibility in West Branch. So a lot of fog, some mist and drizzle happening in many spots, but it is getting a lot worse as you go into some of the colder regions. We are seeing those winds coming out of the south and the southwest, bringing in some milder temperatures, and that's going over that colder ground, which is causing, especially in the higher humidity that this system is bringing on in, some of that fog, mist, and drizzle to continue to develop. We'll continue with areas of fog and also some of that drizzle as well through the overnight. It looks to clear out of the area by the end of the morning commute, and we'll have a dry afternoon and evening with some sunshine on the way for our Friday. The system is primarily bringing the heaviest snow and rain across the north. There is enough moisture in our area to, of course, give us some of those lighter sprinkles and maybe even a light shower or two. That's going to be coming in with this. So it's this activity right here in the Upper Peninsula that will actually swing on down. And that's going to be with the cool front, or mainly just a wind shift tomorrow, that will give us and allow us to dry on out without really decreasing those temperatures all that much. Most of our readings right now are in the low to mid 40s. As you go into that more expansive fog and cloud cover, we're stuck in the mid to upper 30s across Roscommon and Ogama counties, to be specific. Most of us are not in that deeper fog, and we're still enjoying some slightly milder temperatures. It's not anything drastically warmer, but it is a bit warmer than it was this time yesterday and definitely the last couple of evenings. Temperatures tomorrow, as we break out of the cloud cover for the afternoon and evening, a little bit cloudier to the south and a little bit sunnier to the north. We will be back into the mid to upper 40s. No real shot at 50 degrees tomorrow, but there is a much higher chance and opportunity at seeing some of that sunshine. Futurecast, and once we're done with the short term, we'll go into the long term, and that'll cover what next week is going to be into Thanksgiving. So if you joined us for the Thanksgiving forecast, it's going to happen here momentarily. But in the short term, we have those clouds, and that area of activity in the Upper Peninsula will be sliding on through between midnight and about 8, 9 a.m. tomorrow. And with it, we'll have a few lighter sprinkles, lighter rain showers. Those will all be gone by lunchtime tomorrow, and we'll see some sunshine, especially as you go further to the north. It's across the south that right along that front, as it settles into the Ohio Valley, there will be another system that spins up, and that's going to give us more of that high to mid-level cloud cover across the south and our central spots throughout the day on Friday. We break into a bit more sunshine Saturday, especially initially and early on. This will be a sunny start to the day on Saturday with some clouds increasing. Can't rule out a shower or a few flurries across the north later on in the day on Saturday. Otherwise, that system will primarily move through without any issues when it comes to any rain or snow, and we'll dry things out for the day on Sunday. There will be some breezier conditions over the next several days. We could have some gusts not only tonight, but into tomorrow morning, up to 20 miles per hour. And throughout the day on Friday, we'll have some of those steadier winds. It will be quiet wind-wise to start the day on Saturday. Then as that system moves on through, could have some gusts 20 to 25 miles per hour later on Saturday, and also during the day on Sunday. Then as we jump into our Monday is going to be quiet, dry, temperatures right around 50. Tuesday, rain showers are going to move on in, and this is going to be one of two systems. It's going to be a warmer system, so it's not going to cause our temperatures to drop all that much. It's Wednesday's system. That's going to be the Arctic front. So Tuesday we have wet weather. Wednesday we have rain changing over to a rain-snow mix later on. And then on Thursday, once we get deeper into that colder air, you can see the blue and the white. That's indicating the snowfall potential also returning. A lot of this is going to be lake effect. So it's really going to depend on how much support we have for the lake effect and also the wind direction. If we have more of a west to southwesterly wind, that'll pull a lot of these lake effect snow showers into our area and give us the chance of at least a light accumulation. If it's more to the northwest, that'll keep a lot of that activity out of the area, with still the potential of a few snow showers making it into our northern and western communities. Regardless, we have the chance of snowfall for Thanksgiving and also Black Friday. It looks to maybe get a bit quieter in the snow department Saturday and Sunday of next week. Now, again, this is Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. So this is not what's upcoming this week or weekend. This is next week. We're talking about the holiday, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, beyond. Colder temperatures will return. That Arctic air will take over, and we'll see some snowfall potential returning. So Thanksgiving, Black Friday, beyond, you can see a little bit of that lighter blue for most of us, the darker blue as you go into western lower Michigan and northern lower Michigan. That's where the better support of lake effect and some of those lake effect snow bands will primarily set up and bring some heavier snowfall potential. But a light dusting, light coating of snowfall for all of us, the question, especially as our temperatures get back down into the 30s. Tomorrow we're at 48, which is a 20% chance of a few sprinkles during the morning commute. Afternoon and evening will be drier and sunnier. We're partly cloudy, more increasing clouds later in the day on Saturday, and that could also bring in a few sprinkles or a couple flurries out there in our northern spots. We're completely dry on Sunday, up to 51, breezy on Sunday. Monday, we're quiet still, partly sunny, 52, then up to 53 on Tuesday, with rain showers returning. It will get breezy to pretty windy as we go closer and closer to Thanksgiving. Temperatures, as we initially have them in the 40s, will fall down into the 30s by the end of the day on Wednesday. Pretty windy, with also some of that rain and snow potential. And then we get into our chance of snow on Thanksgiving. It's not looking like it's going to be an impactful snowfall on Thanksgiving, but it could slow things down in spots, especially where we see some of those bands setting on up. So any travel plans that you have after Monday? Tuesday, it's going to be wet weather and breezy conditions that could slow you down. Wednesday, it's going to be even windier with some rain and snow and falling temperatures. And then Thursday, if you're traveling anywhere for Thanksgiving, it is going to be the windy conditions, a chance of snow, and that colder air with highs in the 30s. All right, everyone, that'll just about do it for me on this edition of Beyond the Forecast. Next week, we're not going to have a Beyond the Forecast on Thursday, of course, because of Thanksgiving, but we will be back next week. Of course, if there's any truly impactful weather, we'll have updates on social media about what is on the way and what could be coming along. But overall, we are going to start to keep things or at least we're going to keep things a little bit quieter going into this weekend and also as we move into early next week. It's Tuesday that we'll see the rain showers moving back on in. Wednesday, we'll have some rain and snow, and on Thanksgiving, some snow and some wind is expected.